ALTJ for ending things with my boyfriend and telling him to move out after he ditched me at an event and went somewhere else without me. I 25F have been with my boyfriend, Mark 26M, for about 3 years. We met through mutual friends and built a pretty stable life together. Nothing flashy, just comfortable. Last weekend, Mark invited me to a gallery opening his friend Lino was hosting. I had heard about her a lot. She's an artist and apparently pretty well known locally. Originally, the invitation was just for Mark, but he asked if I could come too, and she agreed. The event itself was fine at first. There were maybe 40 people, with art, wine, and conversation. But after a while, I noticed that whenever I joined Mark and Lena's circle, the vibe shifted. Conversations became shorter. People stopped engaging, and Mark barely acknowledged me. Lena especially seemed dismissive, like I was in the way. I brushed it off and went to mingle elsewhere. Eventually, things started wrapping up, so I went looking for Mark so we could leave together. Before I found him, Lena came up to me and casually mentioned there was a small after gathering at her studio. I said, "Oh cool," assuming we would both go. She hesitated, then said, "It's kind of just a small group, mostly people from the art scene." The way she said it made it clear I wasn't included. Confused, I texted Mark asking where he was. He replied, "Already heading to Lena's place. Thought you wouldn't want to come anyway. See you later." I asked him directly if he knew I wasn't invited. He read the message and didn't reply. I went home alone, feeling embarrassed and honestly humiliated. I stayed up waiting, my head spinning the entire time. Around 6 a.m., Mark finally came back. I saw him get dropped off by Lena herself. They were laughing, and he gave her a lingering hug before coming inside. When he walked in, he acted surprised that I was still awake. That's when I told him I was done and that he needed to find somewhere else to stay. At first, he acted like I was overreacting. He said nothing happened, that it was just networking, and that I wouldn't have enjoyed it anyway. Then he flipped it on me, saying I was being insecure and making a big deal out of nothing. I told him it wasn't about what may or may not have happened. It was about the disrespect. He knowingly went somewhere I wasn't welcome, ignored me, and left me to go home alone. We argued for hours. Eventually, he became bitter and said I was throwing away a good relationship over one night. He moved out the next day, and now I'm sitting here wondering if I overreacted or if I just finally saw things clearly.